What is happening, everybody on the internet? Steve Rakin here, Rakin Profit. Just got some blood work done. You might be able to see that right there if you're curious. But was reading through my comments and somebody asked, Steve, should I buy a book that I scanned that has no rank? So I want to talk about, should you buy books to sell on Amazon FBA that don't have a rank? And if you're brand new and you're not sure what a rank means, essentially what a rank is a number associated with an ASIN, with a particular SKU, with a particular book that indicates its sales velocity. So the lower the number, for example, 100,000 rank is going to be a much faster selling book in general, right? Versus a book that has 1 million rank. Now, it doesn't mean the book that's ranked 100,000 is necessarily going to sell the next one fastest. You never know. Rank is just a number in the air, essentially, of like the last time it sold, and takes into consideration its sales velocity over a long term. But that's what rank is. So sometimes you'll scan books and it won't have a rank at all. Should you buy those books? I'm going to tell you right now, 90% of the time, I would say no. I just want to make a general statement right there. 90% of the time, if you scan a book and it doesn't have a rank, I would pass. 90% of the time. Now, there's some other things that you can do to make a better decision, and some things that you can analyze, right? Because rank doesn't mean everything. All because it doesn't have a rank doesn't mean it will never sell again. But from my understanding, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, if the book doesn't have a rank, it's never sold before, that particular listing. So that's one thing to mention as well. Sometimes you'll be looking at the wrong listing, or there'll be multiple listings as well. So that's very interesting, especially if you're using the cover scanning technology on the app to be able to scan the cover. A lot of times that'll bring up the wrong app, and it'll have like a super high rank. If you actually scan the barcode or you look it up manually, you'll see that there's multiple listings, and you want to go under the listing that has the lowest rank. But if it has no rank, should you buy it? 90% of the time, no. Now, what should you do what are some situations where I'm going to dive a little deeper? If the book is selling for like $20, $30, $40, $50, and I could get it for 50 cents or $1 or something ridiculously cheap, then I'm going to do some snooping and some investigating. Well, I'll say first off, if the book's selling for like $30 to $50 plus and it's only $1 or less to buy the book, and there's no rank, but there are reviews, I'm buying it all day long. Reviews are huge. If it has no rank and no reviews and it's not selling for much, I'm going to pass every single time. If it has no rank, no reviews, but is selling for a ton of money, I'm going to do some snooping. So how do I do some snooping? First thing I do is I look on eBay. Look at the eBay sold listings to see if that book has sold previously on eBay. If it has, there's a good chance it's probably going to sell on Amazon, right? Another tool that I can use to get a better idea of price history and sales history is using a tool called camel.com. That'll give you some price and sales history of that particular item over the extent of that listing. So that's another great thing that you can do. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I do. eBay, Camel. You can take a look at Keepa. That's another software as well. But that's pretty much it, right? Don't be scared to take a risk. If it's $1 or less and it doesn't have a rank and there's no reviews, it's $1 or less, just get it, right? Just make sure that you don't get smashed with that long-term storage fee at the 6-month mark. So take a risk. If I buy 50 books for $1 each that have no rank, no reviews, but they're selling for $30 to $50 each, all it takes is 1 or 2 of those books out of the 50 to sell to get my money back, and now everything is just gravy and profit. So that's kind of how I look at it. It's that risk and reward type of deal right there. Now, if there's a book that's $3 to $5 or $8, like it's an expensive book and there's no rank, there's no reviews, and even if there is reviews and the selling price is only like 25 or 30, or maybe it's even higher, that's another story, and you've got to weigh out your risk tolerance, because there's so many deals and opportunities out there. You don't have to pop on these things that don't give you the information necessary for you to make a good buying decision. A lot of people always ask, Steve, how long until you blow out your items? What do you do when you make mistakes? I don't make a ton of mistakes anymore, and that's not me being cocky. It's not me pretending like I know it all, because I'm far from that. But you can make really good buying decisions based on the information that Amazon provides you and the information that you can find in the sold listings of eBay. So if you do your research, you can make those really, really good decisions. Camel, like you're in a desert riding a camel. That's the website right there. They don't have an app. It's a desktop version. If you do use Scoutify, which is a free scanning app that comes along with Inventory Lab, there is an extension to be able to check camel quite easily on that program. So if you do use Inventory Lab for your Amazon shipments, be sure to check that out. But like I said, 90% of the time, the book's, 10 or $15 has no rank, no reviews, I'm not going to buy it. If the book does have reviews and it's selling for 30, 40, $50, I'll take a risk. And I will use the eBay sold listings and camel to gather data to make a better buying decision. So that's how I analyze it. That's the deal. That's my answer. So anytime anybody asks this question, I'm going to refer them to this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to smash that like button down below. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask away, and I'm going to answer some questions for the next couple of minutes. I find that biographies are the sellers for me. I don't sell many biographies. A couple of them sell. Z says, I love camel. It helps. Yes, it does. Hey, Clear and Clutter. Do you send all books in for FBA? I do. 99.9% of the books I send in to Amazon FBA. Because why wouldn't you? I mean, you're going to get the most money. And I actually ran an experiment last week. I had some really expensive school books that were doing really well. Ranks were at like 20, 30,000. I put them up as a merchant to see if they would sell, and they wouldn't. It was like 5 days later, whereas if I had sent it in FBA, I know it would be gone that day if you have it priced competitively at a 5,000, 10,000 rank. So that was interesting. Z says, I'm starting Amazon affiliate marketing. I prefer other affiliate platforms. I prefer promoting like higher end courses and like ClickBank and JVZoo, because the problem with Amazon affiliate commissions is they're so small. Like, you need so much traffic and so many sales to make any real money. Now, conversions are going to be great and people trust Amazon, and if somebody clicks on your affiliate link and they buy something within 24 hours, even if they click off, you get credit, so that's cool, but it's not my favorite. And I've made way more money with affiliate marketing promoting like courses and products and softwares and different things like that. So the Gypsy says, my nursing books from 10 years ago won't sell. Is it a loss? It's probably a loss. When it comes to textbooks, nursing books, mathematical books, science books, a lot of them, after a couple of years, they're outdated. And there's a new version. I mean, look at any of the Pearson books or the McGraw-Hill books or any of the new textbooks. There's like 11th edition, 18th edition, like 12th edition. They make the kids get a new edition every year, and after about 2 or 3 editions, they're not worth like anything, like nada. Like, you might as well just burn it in the backyard. So you got to be careful with that. The ranks get high quick. Do you usually go for hardcover or paperback books? What is usually more profitable? It really doesn't matter. With textbooks, it doesn't matter if it's paperback or hardback. Just scan. It's more of the topics. Like, I like to stick with nonfiction, and like the very niche, weird, odd, unique, laser targeted how-to books always seem to do a little better. So that's what I focus on. Hardback versus paperback doesn't really matter much. I'm more or less looking at the data, the rank, the reviews, the price, how many competitors there are. Deborah says, smashed that like button. So I appreciate that. Smashing that like button. Yeah, guys, getting ready to start the day. Make it happen. What is the difference between the 40 version and the free version of Amazon FBA? So the free version is just like the regular account. I don't know what it's called. And every time you sell something on Amazon FBA with the free account, they hit you with like $1 selling fee. Whereas with the professional account, you don't have to pay that selling fee. So if you sell over like 40 items, you're gonna want to jump up to that $40 professional account. There's probably some other benefits, but to be honest, I'm not sure off the top. I woke up in your car again. Yeah. I live in my car now. I'm just traveling the country. I'm just kidding. Just thrifting. Thanks. You're welcome. Glad you enjoyed. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to smash that like button down below. For my scanner, I usually just use my phone right now because I'm not full-time with books. I sell books, I sell clothing, I sell shoes, electronics, board games, video games. I sell a whole bunch of different things. So I'm usually not running around with my, what's my scanner called? I completely forgot the name of my scanner. But I just use my phone. I use the Amazon Seller app. I do have FBA scan as well, which is great if you're doing high volume and if you want that database, that downloadable database for scanning without internet. Yeah, the KDC 200i, that's a pretty good one, I heard, and it's pretty cheap in terms of price, not in quality, but in comparison to some of the other scanners. The one that I have, I forgot what it's called. It's I think it's a ScanFob 2000 something, but that's a lot more expensive. But I've heard really good things about the KDC. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna roll. Thanks for watching. Smash that like button and be sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.